All right, so I'm gonna make this one as short as possible as well. This is part 2 of some insight into me writing songs. So the first video was the idea. The idea was think and drive, and kind of throwing around some lines which would match that theme and that title. And that theme and title is about, filling up your tank and hitting the highway, no destination. You just need some time alone to sort things out. So we got a verse, actually 2 verses and a chorus. Sometimes I gotta fill the tank, hit the road and let that motor crank, play a song that I know so well, one I need when it hurt like hell. And then I'm progressing that a little bit. Yeah, the highway becomes my friend, and the miles, yeah, they help me, man, getting over my last low point with the stars and a nice fat joint. And then I like to put a little channel, they call this, or a pre if it feels like it needs it, and this felt like that. Put the past where it belongs, in the rear view, so I can move on. Now this sets up for the chorus, and the chorus has got to lift a little bit, so you're brought into a whole new emotional section. And it's got to have the lyric, the chorus, the hook lyric, which is think and drive. So this gets into, yeah, I think and drive, that's how I let go. A one-on-one with God, confessing what weighs on me, so he knows how to guide this ride, with headlights cut through the night, to navigate my life. I think and drive. So let's talk about the chorus for a second here. Basically, the chorus now is saying all of those things, what you're doing and how it works out for you and why you think and drive. So it's like, I think and drive, that's how I let go. And it's this space and solitude, which is time to kind of talk to your maker and hopefully get some advice back in a way, So it's like one-on-one with God, and I'm confessing what weighs on me, so he knows what I'm going through. And hopefully that turns around for me as a guide to help me through life, And it's like the headlights cutting through the night is your focus and your direction and the light you need to follow. And so, that's what I do to navigate my life. I think and drive. So hopefully that makes sense. And then after that, we come up with the place where we got to put another verse. And what's kind of weird is sometimes you write a first verse and as you write a second verse, you realize, wow, that second verse probably works better as a first verse. But in this case, I'm singing about, on this trip now, all these mile markers. Like, that's what I thought of, as like mile markers, county lines. What am I doing? I'm clearing my mind. And when I get to a certain point, I've made some kind of turnaround, and I can get back and start over and get back on track. So the verse that I came up with is, mile markers and county lines take the weight right off my mind. When the gas gauge gets running low, that's when I know I'm coming from a new perspective, ready to change direction. And that's that little pre in there again. Then we get into the chorus again. Yeah, I think and drive, that's how I let go. And it has a really nice feel for me. Again, like I said in the first video, I'm trying to create a mini movie so you're following along from where we started to where we're going to end up. And then, for a bridge, I'm still kind of working on this part. I'm not sure if I like the lyrics, but a bridge is kind of a new information. you want to give a little bit more information on your story, and with a little different musical tone. So I changed up my chords, and I had this piece of lyric that I'm not sure if I'm stuck with it yet, but it's like, the better I feel, the farther I go. And this white line dance is good for my soul. And then you break it down and you get that emotion again where you hit that chorus. Yeah, I think and drive. That's how I let go. And you're building a one-on-one with God, confessing what weighs on me so He knows how to guide this ride. With headlights cutting through the night. Now this is the part I'm still working on too, and you usually at the end of the song, to kind of give it more impact, you give it a tag. So you go with headlights cutting through the night to navigate my life, driving through the night to get myself right. I think and drive. I think and drive. And now for this one, I thought, man, what a way to close it up by going back to where it all started. So I end up going, sometimes I gotta fill the tank, hit the road and let that motor crank. And it's over. So I don't know if this really helps. I'm trying to squeeze it all into a few minutes. But to me, songwriting is like this. It's like laying a glass Coke bottle on its side. And you have, think of where you drink at the bottle, it's low. And then you're building up and there's this little curve. That's into your first chorus. And then you bring it down a little bit. But it even rises even more. And there's this big emotional middle section. Then you bring it down again. And then there's the outro. And you're at the bottom of the bottle. If that makes sense, kind of, that's how I look at a song, that it is basically that kind of shape for me in my mind. But I hope this gives you a little bit more information on this song, and here, I'll play it through what I have so far. But again, I'm in the middle of writing this. I've almost got a full song here, but I'm not sure if I'm happy with all the lyrics, so this might change. All right, here's the song in its entirety, still in draft form. Sometimes I gotta fill that tank, hit the road and let that motor crank, play a song that I know so well, one I need when I hurt like hell. The highway becomes my friend, and the miles, yeah, they help me, man, getting over my last low point, with the stars and a nice fat joint. Put the past where it belongs, in the rear view, so I can move on. Yeah, I think and drive, that's how I let go. One-on-one with God, confessing what weighs on me so He knows how to guide this ride, with headlights cutting through the night to navigate my life. I think and drive. Mile markers and county lines take the weight right off my mind. When the gas gauge gets run low, that's when I know I'm coming from a new perspective, ready to change direction. Yeah, I think and drive, that's how I let go. One-on-one with God, confessing what weighs on me so He knows how to guide with headlights cut through the night. To navigate my life, I think and drive. Oh, the better I feel, the farther I go. And this white light dance is good for my soul. So I think and drive, that's how I let go. One-on-one we got, confessing what weighs on me, so he knows how to guide this ride, with headlights cut through the night. To navigate my life, driving through the night, get myself right. I think and drive, and drive. Sometimes I gotta fill that tank, hit the road and let that motor crank. So there you go. There's the song I wrote this week, and you got a little insight to how I do it. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave me a comment. Hit subscribe, hit like, hit follow, whatever platform you're on. I could use the love. All right, peace, everybody.